Good bags, Bruce. Brought us lunch.
Yeah, this was like...
I did. I threw down for lunch.
Yeah, the first
$3 was it?
$4.20 for 7 of us.
And everyone was shitting themselves about shitting themselves. Like, they were literally, like, we walked into this weird little sweat pit of a restaurant. Everyone was super sweaty and just like, oh, what's the safest thing we can eat?
What's the toilet look like?
There isn't one.
Non-existent.
Yeah, you just shit in the street, literally.
No way.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Did you see that?
Talk it up.
Huh?
Did you see that?
I didn't see anyone. I shat myself, but I didn't shit in the street.
Where'd you shit?
That's disgusting. No, that's a story for later.
It's a Gold Coast
In the worlds before Monkey, primal chaos reigned.
G'day viewers, this podcast is brought to you by Koala Karma, the chill out drink. Sit back, relax and...
Lay a brick, design a shirt and brew a coffee. At Iron and Resin... Is it Cafe?
Death Collective and Burleigh Bricklaying.
Hey.
No, come on.
Is that what it's called?
This is the best podcast you've ever heard by three of the legends. Just slip my words.
Three hot
Let's
guys.
take it from there.
I'm excited.
On today's podcast, we bring you Bruce Robson, Max Duff, Scotty King. 3 champions who just went to northern India to tackle...
Death Valley.
Thanks again to you, Rika.
Thank you.
And thanks again to the boys for coming in. Subscribe on iTunes, Acast in the UK, iHeartRadio in the USA, Tune in Australia, and iTunes because you're awesome. We love you. Thanks again. Are you there, boys? Yeah! Rika Waters, you spunk. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Awesome. It's a bit hot. Tuesday, belly heads. Boning me down today.
Oh, really?
Where were you? In aircon all day. Oh, yeah?
I was trying to do my assignment.
It was hot as.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I was doing genograms.
What's a genogram?
A genogram fucks your head up.
A genogram?
Yeah.
Like genes finding out your...
Finding out, family behaviour patterns that follow down that are dysfunctional.
For your psychology exams and all that. Well, guess what?
What?
Your mind tonight's going to be twisted. By the boys. I'm stoked. I convinced them to get them in here. I full-on made them, actually. We got Bruce Robson. Say g'day.
G'day.
Bruce Robson from Iron and Resin Garage at Currumbin. The greatest thing that ever happened.
Oh, without a doubt. That's us. The greatest thing that's ever happened to Currumbin.
That's it.
The Gold Coast.
And
Queensland in general.
And let's not forget, former and kind of currently involved in Nitro Circus Live. Why'd you groan when I...
Because I've sold out. I'm going back to do 6 shows over the next month.
Yeah, worldwide.
Wow.
Man, you've been on this show before a long, long, long time ago.
A long time ago, we had a lot of chats about Iron and Resin Garage, which was pretty new at the time, and about that life of Nitro Circus, which I stepped away from for a year.
Right, we'll get back to that.
So I could go have fun.
And we got Max Duff from Death Collective.
Hello.
Legendary designer, artiste.
Are they all yours, those
What?
designs?
Which
Yeah.
ones?
Oh, because I went on your website, the Death Collective website.
Oh, some are, but I pay other guys who can draw better than me to do them as well. So,
Oh, they look sick.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And amazing. And Scotty King, the man they just whisper about in India.
Hey, how are ya?
Loud and proud bricklayer.
Bricklayer.
Cheers.
Excellent. I've never had a bricklayer on this show. We can...
Vote yes for
First
bricklayer
time for
marriage.
everything, mate.
Vote yes for bricklayer
Old brickie.
marriage.
Yeah?
Yeah, the fuck are
Did
ya?
you swear today? Oh, good.
Yeah, I was
Yeah?
sweating. Oh, man. Had sweating cracking down me crack.
Yeah. That's not right.
Oh, it's deadly. Deadly.
Excellent. I'm
Good day,
excited.
mate.
Good. Well, don't stop swearing on this show, right? Do whatever we want. The reason I honestly, Bruce, I know you groaned when I asked you because you're the real media dude in this room, but I come from the land of magazines, man. I used to read hot metal and Always. So I reckon there's a real shift nowadays and then Rolling Stone magazine, bought a guitar, and then I was all into like just listening to the stories, like, you know, like, and I reckon we're in this weird zone now that no one really reads anything. Everything's kind of Facebook fills up your whole time. So you'll sort of be in Instagram, you don't see pictures, but you'll rarely get to hear long ass stories. You know, and that's why podcasting, I reckon, has gotten really big worldwide. So that's why I kind of forced you in here, because you've just done. Tell me all about where'd you go?
Well, we went to, the three of us and a bunch of other friends went to India and rode motorcycles through the Himalayas for what, 2 weeks-ish?
Yeah.
Around about.
Old Royal Enfields.
Yeah, it was good. Hell of a good time. That's it. Thanks very much. We're out of
Okay,
here.
well, take it easy. I'll keep drinking the beer. No.
No, well, Drew told me that it was like, it's called the Death Trail? Death Trail?
Yeah, Death Valley.
Death Valley.
Yeah.
And so, like, I went on Google to see what that was all about, because I don't know much about motorbikes. Hey.
That's all right.
But-
Neither do we.
Oh, really?
No, we know nothing.
Yeah,
We've got something in
We
common.
pay other people to fix them. We just break them.
Yeah, I'll just ride them.
No, but what the trail that you rode was...
It was pretty hairy.
Because it was a
Yeah.
cliffside.
Without a doubt, yeah.
Yeah,
Death
yeah.
Valley is starts just north of a place called Manali, which is about 600 k's north of Delhi. And called Death Valley because if you've ever seen the movies and, you know, the trucker TV shows, etc., where you just see what looks like a 1,000-metre cliff with a road just sliced into the side.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's, 3 metres wide, maybe, you know, about the size of another vehicle.
Yep.
It just winds along through the cliff. The whole thing's just been cut out by hand over the last century. And it seriously is 1,000-metre drop on one side, rock wall on the other, rock wall above you, all dirt, covered in water, waterfalls running through it, over it and around it. And
I saw that, yeah.
it's a sketchy track. Like, it's not a road by any means. So
So why is it even there? Is there like a town there and we just can't get to it? We can't go through it.
it's the way. Wow. Like, this is, when you try and describe it to people and you talk about Death Valley and you talk about some of the roads in India, the only thing you can say is if you went into the national park and you got off the road and you went down a fire trail that hadn't been maintained, these roads are worse. But they're not fire trails in a national park. They're the way. You know, you'll find 20 people shoved into a Mahindra Jeep, and that's their bus.
No way.
Seriously, 20 people. I don't know how they fit it half the time. Shoved
And
into
they're-
a long wheelbase Mahindra Jeep, and that's their bus to go from one town to another town.
Possibly every day, like you see it in Bali or Thailand,
Yeah.
where they're going to work, 6 kids on a bike.
Loaded in. Even the buses in India, you know, we have these stupid signs that say, you know, license to seat 37 and 10 to stand. Nah, 140 in a bus, I reckon, some of those
Jam 'em
things
in, mate.
hanging out the side.
Yeah, crazy.
Scotty the Bricklayer.
Yeah, mate.
Have you been to India before?
Nah, first time.
Man, I'm
First time
frightened
for
of the
boys.
thought of going there, I'll be honest. I know
Yeah.
people who've gone there, and I just don't want to go. It'd be like a punch in the face of reality.
Oh, yeah, big time, big time. Yeah, no, it was. It was, yeah, just the roads, roads and just the people that live there, and how they get by compared to how we get by and all that type of stuff. So
What was the first thing? Did you land at the airport, obviously? And
yeah, I went with Max and a couple of younger fellas.
Yep.
Bruce and another bloke was over there already, and we got stuck in KL because we took bird damage to the wing or something.
did you?
Yeah.
Did you feel that?
Yeah, we
admit
got
it.
stuck on the Goldie, and then it got delayed, so we missed our connection flight over to Delhi.
A death plane to the Death Valley.
You guys went tight ass airlines and it backfired, didn't it?
Yeah, we saved $10, you know, but we're all not money bags like Bruce over here. So
But how you're young still.
yeah, I'm only 24. I was the youngest on the ride, I think. Yeah, I was the youngest. Yeah, and I got the sick the most too. Yeah, Silver got pretty axed. So, but yeah, I was a good, you know, power spew, shit myself, did all that, you know. It was great.
Mate, I've never
It was
been to
great.
Europe, right? So I go to Japan all the time, so don't get me wrong, but that's whole part of the world, never been there. So
Yeah.
Have you been to that part
Yeah,
of the
I've
world?
been to Europe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I went
So I
through
was hoping
6
for the
weeks.
Bricky story of, I live on Bunnings sausages and
Yeah. You just got to save your coin and you get over there, live like a tight ass, and you'll make it happen. But
There was no pies and chocolate moves, though, was there?
nah, there was
no big M in the shop for
Yeah,
you.
I was looking for the Bunnings snag for sure, but yeah, it's can't even get beef over there. And,
Yeah?
God.
No way, really?
No, they don't eat beef. Well, they do, but it's Hindu.
Oh, it's because of the Hindi.
Yeah, Hindi.
Cows are sacred.
Yeah.
So you can't chop them up. Can't eat them.
Can't eat them. I think if you hit one, it's like 2 years. Like you can get prison for 2 years, and
Wow.
So
what do they eat in India then? Is it
goat.
all just like
Goat.
Govindas?
Pork, goat,
dal.
lots of dal.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's what you do with it, dal.
Dal. You got to talk about Mike.
That
What
went
about
over
you,
your head,
Max?
didn't it?
Max, have you ever been
Did it go
to?
over your head? It went over your head.
No, Dal. I know Dal.
Yeah, don't worry about it, dal.
Oh,
She'll be right, dal.
so, have you been to India before?
No, first time to India. I didn't really know what to expect, and that's why I loved it. I can't wait to go back.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, it's just like I'd never go to Delhi again. Just fly in and just get out. Every other part was awesome, so I loved it.
Why wouldn't you go to Delhi again, Max?
Okay, I actually got some trip notes that one of the boys wrote, so I'm just going to read out the trip notes from the first day, just so you can see what went down, and that's actually going to lead in.
The first day. Okay,
Yeah,
beautiful.
first day in Delhi.
Who wrote this?
Matty Williams, he's another boy that came on the trip. We all call him Lawyer Matty. It gets confusing. We got heaps of Matty friends. So anyway, so first day we actually got into Delhi. We went to a place called the Chandi Chowk Markets. Is that what it's called? Chandi Chowk? Remember that crazy market place? Did you go to that? I think that was just us. Anyway, we went in there just solo and ended up getting these like rickshaws to take us around.
Old Delhi.
Yeah, no, you were there.
Yeah, I was
Money
there.
bags, Bruce brought us lunch.
Yeah, this was like
I did. I threw down for lunch.
the first
$3 was it? For
$4.20 for
Yeah.
7 of us.
And
Yeah.
everyone was shitting themselves about shitting themselves. Like, they were literally, like, we walked into this weird little sweat pit of a restaurant. Everyone was super sweaty and just like, oh, what's the safest thing we can eat?
What's the toilet look like?
There isn't one.
Non-existent.
Yeah, you just shit in the street. Literally.
No
Like,
way.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Did you see that?
Talk it up.
Huh?
Did you see that?
I didn't see anyone. I shat myself, but I didn't shit in the street.
Where'd you shit?
Where'd
That's
you shit?
disgusting. No, that's a story for later. We'll get to that.
Okay. I just want to get straight to the good stuff.
So, yeah, there was a few good things that happened. There's extra notes here, but one of the highlights was when we were done in Chandi Chowk, we went through these spice markets and stuff and did all the touristy kind of thing. That was hectic because you can't even get cars in there. It's like rickshaws and motorbikes only, and it's just hectic. Just Google that shit. And then everyone wanted selfies with all of us just because of Bruce. Bruce has some crazy dreadlocks, and obviously seeing white blonde people in the middle of Delhi is pretty rare, so they were loving
And I'm
it.
devastatingly good looking. You forgot to put in there.
But this is the highlight of the day, I think, was I wasn't in the car for this, but I heard all about it. Pete, Bruce's mate here, has a bit of a flatulence problem, and they were cruising along in this taxi. Apparently he's just dropping bombs the whole time, and this, like, they don't know the taxi driver, and the taxi driver's just copping them sweet. And it gets stuck in this roadblock, and Pete just drops his guts, like, and everyone's like pretty much dry reaching, about to spew. So they wind the windows down, and you know at traffic lights how people like clean your windows and stuff. In India, people will sell you stuff, like they come in and try and sell you like weird bongs and all this kind of stuff. So as he's dropped his guts, wound down the window, this hand's come flying in with a bunch of roses. Like, no shit. Like, so everyone's just fucking lost it. It's just like, that's
how appropriate.
That's exactly what we need. So we all kind of came back to the hotel. We'd had this big crazy day. No one had gotten sick yet from that lunch that we had, which was just amazing. We all thought we were fucked from day one. So we're all pretty excited. So we got a shitload of beers and then started hanging out in the pool. And this night was also the first night that our tour guide, Buddy, was going to come and meet us. So we got our beers. We had some duty-free like grog as well that we took into the pool and started drinking. Everyone went back to their rooms, and then we got this phone call from Buddy. He was out in the foyer, and we're like, okay, cool. Everyone come out in the foyer.
Was he part of the group? So you sort of signed up to a bike riding tour in a way? Like
Yeah, the whole thing was
Yeah.
was like a package tour. They looked after you from the moment you got off the plane
Excellent.
to
So
the moment you
Buddy's
got
your,
back on the
Buddy's
plane.
your
Buddy's the
first
man.
contact for the man. So you were even shitting yourself about Buddy.
Yeah. Oh, well, the
A
story-
little bit. Like, is this dude even going to show up?
Well, yeah, we had no idea.
Yeah. Okay, go.
Just quickly, the story with Buddy is a friend of ours had already done this trip, and he just said, like, I don't care what tour company you book, just make sure Buddy's the guide. So that's why we got in, because he's an absolute legend. But we'll get into all that later. Yep. So super excited. We all had beers in the pool. Like, we survived the first day in Delhi.
They've got a pool.
Yeah, it was a really nice place. And then it was Everyone was excited. Met Buddy. He broke some pretty bad news to us that we'd have to fly